Before we start the video, I have to say first, congratulations to our daughter Amy and her newest son, Gunnar, born on Thursday at 6 o'clock, 8 pounds, 10 ounces. He's healthy and happy and part of our family, our 14th grandchild. We love you guys. Congratulations. Good Sunday to you, Dan with Foul Play on the Sunny Slope Funny Farm. Our ducks are growing and we have 3 male ducks. So we have some decisions to make about that. Do we keep duct tape and send the other 2 to freezer camp? We can't have 3 male ducks on our poor girls. So we have a decision to make about that. Welcome, if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. And of course, this is no surprise. Let me zoom back in. There's Clemmy. There's Clementine in my lap, where she's always is. Giving me hugs, talking to me. And that little poke right there you see is, I love you, human. That's her way of showing affection. She's a good girl. We'll talk in just a minute. I've got to do some repairs and I'll give you an update on some of the things that have transitioned with regards to my kidney situation. So stand by. Welcome. See you back. Welcome back. We have to check in with the ducklings. I have to show you how they're doing. Our little ducklings that we hatched, all of them hatched from duct tape and as girls, and they run because they're scared. So we still have them in the duck house, kind of pinned up so they don't get picked on. But I'm going to scoot in a little closer, maybe, and you can see the little guinea bird right there. There's a little guinea bird with a flock of ducks, and she fits right in with the ducklings. That's her little family friends. Our little guinea that hatched a few weeks ago, all by herself. It's okay, babies. It's okay, doggy ducks. You're all right. We gotta change the water out because it doesn't take long. If you have ducks, we talked about that before. They require a lot of water, and they love clean water for that matter. So that's a look at our little ducklings and our guinea bird. So I want to show you what I did here, just to make some minor adjustments. We're taking some of the tarps away from the hardware cloth and away from the walls, let some more air in. We've already done that on the duck house a couple weeks ago, although I do leave one up right there. It's just easier to just set it to the side and then just bring it out when I need it. Or if we have a bad storm, then I can come out and pull it around. Same thing over here on the north run. Finally got that tarp down, and that is a relief. Right now the wind's out of the north and it's like 96 degrees, but we're having a north wind, which is really odd. Have a fan set up, as we usually get south wind, and our meat bird flock that we hatched a few weeks ago. Now you're looking through the hardware cloth here. All 8 of them are raised. Really, they're doing fine. They're healthy. We have, I think, 3 roosters and the others are hens. So you know what's going to happen with the roosters when they get bigger. Mina and Boo are just trying to stay as cool as they can under the shade tree. So what I've done is I've set this tarp aside with some bungees on it, and I can quickly unbundle it here and then hook it on little hooks here and here and here and over here then if something really bad comes in, like a tornado or just, you know, some heavy straight line winds or heavy rains, it's going to come from the north. And I don't want to get the north, you know, if they're on the roost at night and it's storming really bad, I don't want them to just get pummeled by whatever blows in. It'll blow completely through there. So it gives me a chance to just unbundle this, unwrap it, and just wrap it around very quickly in case we need it. And they can stay right there for the rest of the season. So in this, I guess you could call it the final segment, give you an update on my surgery on my arm and our trip to Kansas City to meet with the transplant team. The surgery on my arm is a fail. The shunt does not work. He tried to use the veins that I had. He said there's a 50-50 chance that it worked, and it does not work. So I'm recovering from a surgery that I'll basically have to repeat again. I'll see him on Thursday, and we'll find out when we schedule again. I don't know how far out that'll be. I still have the line in my chest and my neck. It's called an IJ, interjugular. It seems to be fine and not infected. There's Handy Panny. So our transplant team interview went pretty good. It's kind of like speed dating for a kidney. They just send people in and out, and all kinds of like nephrologists and surgeons, social workers, nutrition people, social work people. I think I mentioned that. And they interview and just see where you are in the process. But for now, I can't be put on the transplant list until I complete some other medical tests, which I had no way of time of doing that before the interviews came, because the interviews came so fast. So for example, I have to have a colonoscopy, I have to have a treadmill and an echocardiogram. I've already completed some of the vaccines that are required, and we'll just basically move forward. And when I get those done, then I'll notify the transplant team. And they also want me to see a rheumatologist. Hi, Henny Penny. Are you gonna jump up here? Sometimes you miss, honey. Are you gonna jump up here? Henny Penny. Okay, come on up. Can you make it? Can you make it? No? Can you make it, big girl? Yes. You're a good girl. She's 4 years old. One of our first hens we ever had. They're getting kind of to be old 80s, for lack of a better term. So I don't know what to say right now. I have felt some frustration because I felt like when we did the vein mapping at the vein mapping place, and they said point blank that my veins were small and they would recommend grafting and put a graft in, but he tried to avoid that, and it doesn't work. And my arm is super sore. I mean, I'm able to use it and things, but it's been swollen, it's tingly, it's numb, it doesn't feel right. It almost feels worse now than it did in the recovery room. So it's getting to it's on a Sunday, by the way. I'm kind of wearing out. I've done all the goals that I set forth for myself for today. I got everything done. Some days that's just what I do. I set some goals and then I'm toast. I'm done. So thank you for following along. And I still got up early this morning and last week, even after surgery, I still went to church. And I'm still the little drummer boy, the little dumber boy, but on ting. So I've still been playing the drums at church early on Sunday, and it makes for a long day, but I love doing that so much with my friends and prayer warriors and people who are like-minded. It makes my day to still play the drums there. So thanks for following along on the Sunny Slope Funny Farm. This is Dan. We'll see you next time. As the sun sets, I have to take a stroll over here and look at this horn. And the video doesn't do it justice, just how tall this corn is. And we are literally, like, that's my property line right there. This is not my corn. This is another farmer who used, I think it used to be part of our property, but it was sold off, and this farmer, plants crops here. And we've never seen corn here on this side. And we are literally walled off here. If you stroll down here, this is what movies are made out of, right? And look, at corn stalks are coming in. Isn't this what movies are made out of, right? You can think of a few. And it goes on down here. We used to be able to walk right through here, and I can take my machines and go to the east part of my property. There's Vader. There's Space Invader. Come on, Vader, Vader. You're a good kitty cat. So loyal. Our cats are so loyal. But look at this. We used to be able to just walk right through here. I used to be able to drive my mower around. Look at that. I'd say the crop looks good by my, but look how tall. It's got to be roughly 8-10 feet tall in places. Astounding. Well, good night. I said earlier that we wrapped up the video, but I'll say good night now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along our journey. Thanks for praying for us. We appreciate you guys. Treat each other well, and follow Jesus. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.